Hello, students, and welcome to the little preview of kinds of sentences. That's the second part in the basic English writing course, and if you want to do the full course, don't forget to click on the link below. But for the moment, enjoy this preview.
Okay, so what is a sentence? Basically, a sentence is a group of words that conveys meaning. All sentences must contain at least one subject and one predicate or verb. I will note, however, a partial exception later. When proofreading your work, read aloud if possible and ask yourself, does this sentence make sense? In other words, if you walked up to someone and read your sentence or just said your sentence, would the listener understand your meaning? Now, this sounds like a very simple process, but it's often difficult to get students to do this. If you say it aloud to yourself, or even imagine saying it aloud in your mind, and asking yourself this question, it will often point out problems with your sentence. Either it's not conveying the meaning that you want it to, or there's some grammar or punctuation problem that's interfering with the meaning. So this is one good method to check when you're proofreading your work or editing your work, do all of my sentences really make sense? Two primary elements that you need in every sentence are a subject and a predicate. The subject tells the reader who or what is acting in the sentence, and the predicate tells the reader what the subject is doing. For example, in the sentence, John ran to the bus, John is the subject, in red. Ran to the bus is the predicate. It tells us what the subject did. He ran to the bus. Let's try one more. All the dogs were barking at the cat. In this sentence, all the dogs is the subject. The predicate is were barking at the cat. You will notice that the predicate contains the main verb. Sentences can have more than one subject and more than one predicate. And here are some examples. The girls and the boys came to the party. In this sentence, we have a compound subject, girls and boys. And we have a single predicate, came to the party. And I've underlined the verbs in these sentences so you can see easier how we have a compound predicate. In the second sentence, Margaret runs, dances, and enjoys watching movies. Here we have a single subject and a compound predicate because she does three things: runs, dances, enjoys. In the final sentence, we have a compound subject and a compound predicate. Bob, Tim, and David draw pictures and create their own videos. So in the subject, we have three people, Bob, Tim, and David. And in the predicate, they do two things, draw and create. So that has a compound subject and a compound predicate. And then there are many different combinations you can create. Okay, let's have some fun. Let's see if you can determine the subject and predicate in each case below. I'll give you a moment. If you need to, you can stop the slideshow for more time. Now let's have a look at the sentences together. The first, the cat jumped into the aquarium. So the subject of this sentence is the cat. This is the who or the what is doing something in the sentence. Jumped into the aquarium is the predicate because that is what the subject did. In the second case, we have Sally and Jim love to eat chocolate chip cookies. Our subject here is Sally and Jim, a compound subject. And the predicate is love to eat chocolate chip cookies, because that's what the subject is doing. And in the last case, we have Guelph is a city in Ontario, Canada. The subject here is Guelph, and that's the city I live in. And the predicate is a city in Ontario, Canada. That is a state of being verb, a form of the infinitive to be, and this is the one a lot of students have difficulty with. So once again, this sentence, Guelph is the subject, and the predicate is a city in Ontario, Canada.
And here's the contact information for me. There's the website at www.tutoringcentral.com. You can email me at tutoringcentral@hotmail.com. Skype name is Tutoring Central. I think you'll see a theme here. And there's the blog, tutoringcentral.wordpress.com. Don't forget to click on the link below the video for the full Basic English Writing course.